This is Derek Newcomer with IFSD Fit. Good morning, beautiful Friday morning, nice and warm, nice and cold. I want to talk about two main things. First is, I want to ask you, what kind of person are you? Are you a person who's going to give me, or whoever else you're accountable to, reasons or results? Again, let me ask this question one more time. Are you the person who's going to give reasons or results? Reasons on why you're not where you want to be. Reasons why you're not accomplishing what you want to accomplish. Or are you the person who's going to show me, show those other people, show whoever you're accountable to, the results that you can get? I believe there's one defining factor between those two types of people. The types of people that are going to give you reasons and the types of people who are going to give you results. There's one defining factor. Focus. That's it. The singular defining factor, the ability to focus. People will give you reasons. There's going to be a lot of reasons why we would give you reasons. Fear, I think it stems a lot from fear and inconsistency, fear of failure, fear of the unknown, being inconsistent in your efforts. Inconsistency is the killer of all dreams, the killer of all goals, all accomplishments. Inconsistency is going to lead to very little or zero results. You have to be consistent over a long period of time. Again, the defining factor between these two types of people, your reasons people and your results people, is the ability to focus on what you feel called to do, what you feel compelled to do, and the value that you feel you can add to this earth while you're here on this earth. The ability to focus. One of my favorite quotes is from Will Smith. Will Smith said, he doesn't have a plan. I don't have a plan B because it distracts from plan A. Let me say that again. I don't have a plan B. Why? Because it distracts from plan A. Talk about ultimate focus. Talk about the ultimate ability to focus on what your strengths are, what you feel called to do, and let that push you in that direction. Your focus might change. You have your priorities, your faith, your family, friends, work, passions, health. You have your priorities. Your focus should be on your priorities. When you're supremely focused, when you're intentional, referring back to that video we did last week, when you're intentional about everything you do, it's going to drive you and push you toward your goals. It's going to give you momentum and push you toward your goals. Stay focused. Focused enables you to shut out everything on the outside. If you're focused on exactly what you need to do, worry. Push worry aside. Why? Because you don't have the energy to invest into worrying, because you're so focused on what you need to do to get to where you want to go. Negativity, negative environments around you, negative people around you, it's not going to affect you as much. It's going to take work to really, especially if you're affected by those things a lot, it's going to take work to practice to shut that out. But as you hone your focus, you're going to be able to push those things aside. They're going to bounce off of you. Why? Because all your energy is invested into your dedication to excellence for 24/7, 365, and your passions and what you want to do. Again, there is no plan B because it distracts from plan A. Maintaining focus is going to be the key factor between somebody who's going to give me reasons and somebody who's going to give me results according to what their goals are. Referring back to the law of intentionality that we talked about last week, we had the law of intentionality. Everything we need to do needs to be intentional. Everything we need to do needs to intentionally push us toward what our passions are, what our callings are, and what our goals are. We talked about the gaps as well, the knowledge gap, the failure gap. When you're focused and when you're truly focused on the positives, when you're truly focused on your passions and what your priorities are, those gaps start to shrink over time. You start to fill those gaps in when eventually you're going to be able to easily jump through those gaps as you encounter those gaps and fill those gaps in. It's going to be easy to get through those gaps. Focus allows you to take 100% of your energy and put it into what is important and enables you to take the negative, the worry, the negative comments, the negative environment, and let that bounce off of you. Why? Because you're so focused on making sure that your time on this earth is dedicated to what you were called to be here to do, that you don't have time to invest in another junk that's gonna try to bring you back down. Derek Newcomer, IFSD Fit, stay focused, and what your calling is, have your plan, go toward your goals. If you don't think you're gonna reach your goal, adjust your plan, don't adjust your goal. Stay focused on why you're here and what you're doing. Stay strong. Derek Newcomer, IFSD Fit.